is a professional bout in the Rocktagon female flyweight division, and it is brought to you by Joe the Champ Gentili. Introducing first, making her way down the aisle, please welcome Jessica "Killer" Armstrong.
Jessica Armstrong, proudly repping Team Get Fit. Comes in with an 0-2 record, but that may be a little misleading. Her first fight as a professional was for the 125-pound title in King of the Cage.
That's a big event.
So Jessica Armstrong has had some top competition. Doesn't get any easier against Alida Gray. She's been training for 4 years now in mixed martial arts, and you know what she did differently for this fight, Nick, was she upped the ante. She increased the amount of training she did. She's been in the gym almost 3 hours a day, doing 2-a-days almost every day in the week, 7 days. So certainly she is coming in the most prepared she's ever been for a mixed martial arts fight.
Absolutely, and she's going to need it against an opponent like Alida. But hey, this is a fight, and this is what happens.
And her opponent, making her way down the aisle, please welcome Alida Gray.
Here comes Alida Gray from Bushido MMA, and Nick, it's really her judo credentials that makes Alida Gray stand out.
Yeah, I'm looking it over. Judo junior national champion, junior world team, Pan American team, ranked number 2 in the nation, member of the 1995 World Cup. This pedigree is one of the best pedigrees I've seen for any fighter entering the Rocktagon cage, or any cage in that matter.
Very impressive stuff as we take a look at the tail of the tape.
Yeah, we got Alida coming in at 36, Jessica 32. Jessica appears to be a lot longer and lankier. However, she's only got Alida by 2 inches. Weight's very similar, 116 to 120. Jessica is the bigger fighter tonight, and she needs to use that weight and length to her advantage.
Alida Gray, very proud, the head wrestling coach for the men and the women at Andress High School. She is the first female head coach of the men's wrestling team in the state of Texas.
Really? Okay, that's a neat fact, and I think it's pretty cool.
Very cool, and she draws her inspiration from her wrestling members, and is, you know, what a charming young lady. Every time she talks, it's very humbling to hear her talk about her athletes. As she enters the cage, we will send it up to the cage, and the man in the middle, Jake Dignan, will get the official inductions.
The following contest is a professional bout in the Rocktagon female flyweight division, and it is brought to you by Joe the Champ Gentili. Introducing first in the blue corner, she fights out of El Paso, Texas. She weighed in at 120 pounds, representing Get Fit Gym with a professional record, 0 wins, 2 losses. Please welcome Jessica "Killer" Armstrong. And her opponent in the red corner, she fights out of El Paso, Texas. She weighed in at 116 pounds, representing Bushido MMA with a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. Please welcome Alida Yvette Gray. This bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and when the action begins, your referee is Mr. Jacob Montallo.
It's Alida Yvette Gray in the red top, black shorts. Jessica "Killer" Armstrong in all black. Jacob Montalvo, third man in the middle. It's Ryan Kavanaugh bringing you all the action with my partner, the All-American Nick Nutter. We're in El Paso, Texas for Rocktagon 28, Journey of Champions. The girls touch hands. And Alida Gray opens up right away with the fist, and she immediately gets the clinch game.
Yeah, but I like how Jessica started off with that push kick. Now she let her in too close, though.
Alida Gray opening up with a lot of knees. There's a couple.
She's doing a good job of blocking those. Ooh, a nice elbow. Okay, she went for a judo arm throw. It's harder to do without the gi, though.
So far, impressed with Jessica Kennett's composure, because Alida Gray really unloaded with the strikes right away, and now it's Armstrong looking to take the back of Gray.
Yes, Gray's got to be careful here, and You know, she did a classic judo arm throw, or a Japanese whizzer, we'd call it in wrestling, or an arm spin, and it's harder to do without grabbing onto that gi.
And certainly we are in El Paso, Texas, so it's hot.
Yep.
And you're going to have perspiration, and it's difficult to keep a grip. And right there, her hand just went right through. And Armstrong now looking to soften her up with some punches. She's got both hooks in.
She's got the boots in.
She's taking the back, and as Armstrong's corner tells her, flatten her out, Jess. She wants to get Alida Gray's stomach on the ground.
Alida's got to be careful with both hands. She can't let Jessica break her hips down, which Jessica's getting close to doing.
Armstrong really controlling the action so far.
Jessica might want to be careful. Okay, she is a very flexible girl too, Jessica is.
She got the body triangle now locked up, and it's broken. She looks to put the...
She got stacked, and that cuts off your air when you get stacked like that.
And now it's Gray standing over.
She's got to get her close. Fists are landing.
Gray throwing down some heavy shots.
Jessica's doing a good job of using her legs to create distance. Looking for an ankle lock.
And Alida Gray down for a heel hook.
Jessica doesn't look too nervous.
No, staying very calm, working the position.
She's done her homework.
And this is usually what happens is you will go for one of your own. Absolutely, Nick Nutter. And really twisting it. How deep is that, Nick?
It hurts. You can see it in her face, but this is one that you don't have to worry about your leg. Oh, yeah, that's going to hurt on the knee. Oh, that's tight. She
really
is so flexible.
It. Yes, the flexibility, very impressive, and she's out, but it's Gray who lands in side control.
Gray is in for a fight tonight.
Absolutely. Good scramble.
That was a close round.
Brings us to the end of round one. That Gray gets up, and Nick, you just said it. It's a close round.
I think since she had the back longer, she landed a nice elbow on her feet. I might give the first round to Jessica Armstrong.
It was an interesting round. Certainly, she controlled it for a good period of time.
Yeah.
We take a look at Kayla, one of the Rocktagon ring girls here. And here you get a look at the action.
Here's where she got stacked up. And she ended up losing that top position. She did take a little damage here, so I can see the round going both ways. Alida's very good at throwing down those hard fists right there.
Very impressed with the explosiveness that Alida Gray has shown. And there's the versatility dropping down as we get a good look over the shoulders of the capacity crowd here at Buchanan Event Center. Jacob Montalvo, third man in the cage. It's Yvette Gray in the red top, black shorts. Jessica Killer Armstrong.
Ooh, a nice high leg kick.
All black, there you go.
Put those hands up.
Spinning back fist.
Lands. Nice double leg.
Gray is a taller fighter. Could create some difficulties here. She can stay on that neck because of the leverage.
And she's got those long knees and the leverage. She's going to throw some knees up here, right to the belly.
And Gray's looking to take her down, and she does.
She's going for a guillotine choke here.
So Armstrong looked very difficult from that position.
Figure four on the body. She's going to get her head out here.
And there's Yvette Gray, gets up, looks for that elbow. Alida Gray looking to use that left. And just pounding down the left elbow, making life uncomfortable to Armstrong, but is she doing a lot of damage with that, Nick?
She's got to create a little more distance, but and I think she's going to. It's when Armstrong doesn't follow her elbow up with her head is when she'll get the distance. But Armstrong's doing a great job of weathering the storm here, and she stays in great position here on the bottom.
She's just grinding on it right now, and this is that wrestling background that Gray has.
Armstrong's doing really good with using the length of her legs to secure tight figure fours on the body, to extend, and we're starting them up again.
Nick, is a fighter yourself, you came up with the Hammer House, Mark Coleman, Mark Kerr, Kevin Randleman. That you were part of that original fight team, and big head kick by Armstrong. How much does the wrestling help to control, the background of Gray being a wrestler and yourself?
For us, that was huge, but right now it doesn't look like Gray's really using her wrestling. I think she wants to stand up. I think she wants to try new things she's probably been learning in the gym, but it could make it a lot simpler to just secure a takedown and do the old-fashioned ground and pound.
Certainly, and there's a nice drop. And what Armstrong was going for a trip, and Gray just muscled her down.
Now these elbows are landing.
Much of the crowd's enjoyment, Alida Gray is pouring it on, and Jacob Montalvo's seen enough. Alida Gray, second round, KO stoppage, and Armstrong disputing it.
I tell you what, Jessica Armstrong impressed the hell out of me. That high kick, she was inches away from knocking Alida Gray out with the high head kick. I don't know if she saw stars from it or not, but she got her on the neck instead of a little bit higher.
And here you take a look at some of the ground and pound.
Yeah, here's the ground and pound, and what opened that up was those elbows that weren't landing earlier. She was able to create the distance to get it.
Montalvo pulling her off. Moves Alida Gray to 2-0 as a professional, and she showed a well-rounded game. Came in wanting to test her on the feet, keep it standing.
Yeah, she did a great job. She did keep her hands up, thank God. And she's walking away here undefeated, and she's got a good future going forward.
What a fight, Alida Gray. Real fan favorite here too. Impressive performance. And credit to Jessica Armstrong, came in and gave her everything she could handle.
Yeah.
Really still agonizing over the stoppage. We'll get Gray's opinion on as if she thought it was a good stoppage.
Yeah, she was a little upset.
And we've got the official decision. Let's send it up to Jake Digman.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner at 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the second round by TKO, Alida Yvette Gray.
I'm here with the winner, Alida Gray. And Alida, you came out with a lot of explosiveness, looking to throw your hands. Was that part of the game plan coming in?
That was part of the game plan. I knew that I wanted to work on the ground, but I also needed to work on my standing. And I knew I needed to push the pressure, and I did what I did.
Ultimately, it was the ground where you finished her. She seemed to dispute the stoppage. Do you think it was a good stoppage?
I thought it was a good stoppage, but I was ready to just unload. I knew I was in a good position. She tried to toss me, and I reversed it. So I wanted to get that ground and pound. I did what I accomplished.
Anybody out there you'd like to thank?
I want to thank my El Paso fans. I want to thank my family, Familia Mora, Barrio Lonchevo. I want to thank my coaches, my girls over here, my sponsors. Thanks everybody for coming out.
I'd like to thank you for the performance you put on Inside the Rocktagon. One more time, round of applause. Alida Gray.